Yeah, thanks, Joe. So firstly, sorry, can we move to the next slide, please? So firstly, I want to recap on the delivery timeline for Simpler Recycling. So as we've covered in previous forums, all of the legislation for Simpler Recycling is now in force, and that means that the new collection requirements in England for workplaces has begun, and for households and microfirms will begin according to the dates set out on the slide and in our commencement regulations. In terms of the new burdens funding, local authorities have received their capital transitional funding and their first round of transitional resource funding for food waste collections, and we hope to be able to provide further updates on this in due course. As we continue through the implementation timeline, we're working closely with our key sectors, including local authority and waste industry representative groups, infrastructure representatives, and business sector trade associations. This includes developing our thinking on national and localised communications and understanding where further guidance or support is needed from central government, which we'll continue to update on at future forums. And lastly, we've also published guidance on Gov.uk covering workplaces and households, including guidance on the co-collection of paper and card with other dry recyclables. This is supported by WRAP's eTeep tool and their good practice guidance on co-collection. Next slide, please. So on this slide, just want to cover on what the workplace requirements specifically. Hopefully everyone on this call is aware of the requirements for workplaces. These came into effect at the end of March this year, but I just wanted to kind of reiterate them on the slide here. And then really an appeal to kind of attendees on the call today. So we're really interested to develop our range of case studies and best practice examples from the other stakeholders. So we want to hear from kind of local authorities, private waste collectors, or workplaces who are working to implement or have already implemented the Simpler Recycling requirements. And we want to do this to kind of showcase best practice and support other stakeholders who are maybe slightly behind in the kind of implementation curve to understand what best practice looks like and learn from kind of any barriers or challenges that other stakeholders have faced. So if you'd be interested to speak at one of our forums or be part of a written case study kind of portfolio that we're working to put together this year, we'd be really interested to hear from you, and feel free to drop myself and the team an email at the email that's shared on the slide here. And that's everything from me. Thanks, everyone.